Assalamu alaikum, I am Ramna Saeed and you are watching Reality Check. Today's episode takes us in Australia. Six mysterious metallic spheres washed up on a beach, sparking speculation before experts traced them to a growing global problem in a space. Now imagine walking along a beach and finding six giant metallic spheres in the sand. This is not a movie prop, it is not an art installation either, but objects that literally fell from space. That is what has happened at Forest Beach in Queensland, Australia. The metal spheres, each about twice the size of a basketball, puzzled the locals. Some feared that they were explosives, while the others joked about aliens. Emergency services sealed off the area until experts examined them. The Australian Space Agency later said that they are most likely space debris, specifically pressure vessels used inside rockets to store fuel or pressurized gases. To simply put it, these are rocket parts that survived re entry instead of burning up in Earth's atmosphere. Officials are now working with international agencies to identify which rocket they came from. The discovery highlights a growing global problem: space junk. Every rocket launch and satellite leaves behind debris, while around 47,000 larger objects are being tracked. Millions of smaller fragments remain in orbit. These objects travel at nearly 29,000 kilometers per hour. Even tiny fragments can damage satellites and create even more debris. The risk to people on Earth is low because most debris burns up during the re-entry phase, but not always. Australia has seen similar incidents before. In 2023, a 3-meter cylinder washed ashore on another beach. In 2024, a debris from International Space Station crashed through the roof of a house in Florida. There have also been rare injuries. A woman in the US was struck by space debris in 1997 and survived with minor injuries. A young boy in China was also injured in 2002. Fortunately, no confirmed deaths have been ever linked to a space junk as far as more countries and private companies launch their satellites. Debris continues to grow. Companies like SpaceX are developing reusable rockets, while others are designing a spacecraft to remove the dead satellites from the orbit. The challenge is no longer just exploring space, it's about cleaning up after ourselves. Today's mystery metal balls were harmless, but they remind us that what humanity leaves in this space does not always stay there. Protecting satellites, astronauts, and other people on Earth will require better technology, stronger international cooperation, and responsible space operations. But the real question is, as humanity races towards the moon and Mars, are we doing enough to keep the space around Earth clean and safe? India often speaks about rule of law, but what happens when a judge faces threats simply for delivering a verdict? A case of Madhya Pradesh has raised concerns about judicial independence and religious intolerance in India. Additional district and sessions judge Tabassum Khan sentenced 14 men to life imprisonment for 2022 lynching of Nazir Ahmad in India. According to the court, Ahmad was transporting cattle when he had others, and he was stopped by self-styled cow vigilantes. The attackers allegedly dragged them from their vehicle and beat them with sticks and iron rods on the suspicion of cow smuggling. Ahmad later died from his injuries, while two other survivors testified before the court. Judge Khan convicted the accused of murder, attempted murder, and other offenses, calling it a clear case of mob lynching. But instead of ending the case, the verdict sparked another controversy in India. Judge Khan reportedly became the target of an online hate campaign with videos containing communal slurs, death threats, and rape threats as well. Many posts focused not on the judgment itself, but on the judge's religion. Some right-wing influencers claimed that because she is a Muslim, she had ruled against Hindu cow protectors. Supporters of the convicted men also staged protests and they demanded the release from the judge. The case has renewed attention to India's debate over cow vigilantism, where human rights groups say that several Muslim and other minorities have been attacked or killed over allegations involving cattle. Former Supreme Court judge said that judgments should be assessed on legal reasoning but not the judge's religion. The Supreme Court Bar Association and Supreme Court Advocates on Record Association also condemned the threats. Police have registered criminal cases, arrested 2 suspects, and provided Judge Khan with the security. The Madhya Pradesh High Court has directed authorities to continue her protection and identify everyone who was involved. The Indian government says those responsible for the threats will face legal action. However, critics argue that the need for the police protection after delivering a judicial verdict raises difficult questions about the independence and safety of India's judiciary. Courts are meant to become and decide cases based on evidence, not religion, not public pressure, and certainly not threats. The real question, however, is can justice remain independent if judges fear for their lives after delivering a lawful verdict? Or does intimidation itself become a threat to democracy? The mystery space balls remind us that every technological achievement is also bringing the new responsibilities, whether it's growing challenge of space debris. The choices we make today will shape tomorrow. That's all for today's reality check. I am Ramna Saeed. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.